Well, hello and welcome to my channel. I am the Mermaid. On this channel, we focus on healing, growth, and expansion. And we also learn how to protect our energy from harvesting. Okay. And so this video will give a little insight into that. So on the bottom here, this is a crystal grid. This is a crystal grid on the bottom of my mat. I just happened to do that haphazardly while I was setting up today. I'm recording this on Sunday, August the 17th. Okay. Spirit said to come on here. Now, a lot of people, so I'm going to teach you how to protect your energy. This is one way. So a lot of people light candles, like tea lights, like you'll light a white candle for your ancestors. And actually, I say this all the time, the color doesn't matter. So I buy tea lights in different colors. If you can see it, this one happens to be pink. I have an extra one here. This is white. I have them white, pink, brown, and green. Okay, so there are two things that I do. I personally like to have my tea light sitting in salt. That's another form of protection, okay? And I'll tell you why this is important. The salt and also these shungite. People in covens, the first thing they teach them is how to harness energy, okay, from others. They're vampires, and they know how to scry from a mirror, anything that's reflective, and certainly through the flame of they can look through a flame, and they do some of their weird stuff. But if you don't need as many as I have, these are beautiful shungites, okay, and it will banish them from being able to scry. So any candle you have, I don't care if you go to the mall and you buy some of those very aromatic candles. I'm not going to what is it? I'm not naming the company, but or any aromatic candles that you like. I like this for spiritual purposes, but any candle that you burn, you want a shungite, you want a black tourmaline, you can even use a tiger's eye and an amethyst too, because and then there's another one that I just, but that's okay. So I put I put them all around it. I started doing this, and I'll tell you, Spirit taught me how to do this because I was classifying my crystals. I wanted to know how many I had of like an AMI, as I do different type of energy work. If Spirit calls me to do something, I like to know, okay, how many white how light do I have, or tiger's eye, amethyst, Botswana agate. This one begins with an L. Rose quartz, malachite, and so on. I like to know how many I have. Okay, so putting an amethyst, a tiger's eye, but specifically a shungite or a tourmaline by your candle. And it doesn't, I just happen to put this on here, this little stand. I have a couple of these so that you could see clearly. And also this happens to be a straw mat. And let me emphasize again the absolute necessity to be safe when using candles. And that's another reason that I put it in salt, not only for spiritual protection, but in the event that the wax spills over for any reason, it'll just go into the salt. And this is fireproof. So it's fireproof, salt, glass, fireproof. Okay. So, and you also, I have a flat piece of black tourmaline that I keep in my bathroom, and you put your energy into it. And this is to prevent witches and warlocks from scrying in your bathroom mirrors. Okay? You can say something like, I place this tourmaline next to this mirror. All mirrors in this house are consecrated and protected. No one may scry. Not in my car mirrors, not in the mirror of my phone, not in the mirror of my home. Okay, Spirit said. And another thing that you want to get, this is a cinnamon broom. Okay, these are usually under $5. Whenever you do any type of energy work, you want to remove the energy. A broom is very useful. You can sweep up the contents and move it away. I don't do spell work. I might light a candle, and because people are weird, like I said, I might I am a walking spell. There's no need, we are children of the light. We have spell work are for weak people that join fraternities and sororities and secret societies and Eastern Stars and Masonic groups and such, and churches and a lot of religious groups. They're just big old fraternities and sororities of little girls and boys who are evil and satanic, that having grown up, that refused to heal, and assumed incorrectly that they could go around terrorizing the world. That's a lie. That's a lie. Okay, you guys. Okay, God said to pull this one. Yeah, and also you can buy. This is Florida water. If you're under spiritual attack, and Spirit just told me that there's somebody that's under spiritual attack, simply because they were doing their job and somebody was mad. That's, I guess, yeah. They went through my phone. They saw something and they attacked somebody that I had been in contact with, and it's a woman, and yeah, they won't be able to do that anymore. But you can buy Florida water. Again, these should be under, you can buy online, or sometimes it's a local store. You can buy these, but you can put a little bit of this, on your hands. And also whenever you do any type of spiritual work, you should have a little container. I think it's so cute. Sometimes I have one, in a shell. I have some salt, and when I wash my hands in the bathroom, I add a little salt to it to remove any negative energy. And certainly when you come home from outside, if you go to the mall, if you go to work, the first thing you should do, actually remove your shoes. Do not walk in your home with your shoes, and wash the day away with a little bit of salt. Okay, that is your spiritual teachings for today. I'm the Mermaid. You can comment below this video. I will respond to you, or you can send me an email. I've mentioned before that my phone currently is still being monitored by some weirdos, and that's coming to a close. You guys have a beautiful day, and don't walk in fear. Walk in the light. I'll see you on the next video. Take care.